Hey YouTube, what's up? Today we're here to react to 36 questions women have for men. It is by BuzzFeed Yellow. Be sure to subscribe, like, and share, and let's get into it. Can't wait to see what kind of questions these women have.
How does it feel to be the same sex as Donald Trump?
Well, I don't know. I really couldn't give a damn. The dude's a freaking idiot.
Why do you hate rom-coms? Or do you just feel like you need to hate them?
I don't hate rom-coms. I watched Think Like a Man 1 and 2. So I would pretty much say that rom-coms are pretty good. They're creative and they find different ways to make me laugh and view different points of view.
Everybody likes The Notebook. Everybody likes Beyond.
Bullshit. And nobody likes the Notebook, and nobody likes the Beyonce. Okay, you know what? I know what. Let me go ahead and rephrase that. I don't, and I don't. Why? It's just my taste. And on top of that, the Notebook is depressing as all living shit.
Say it's just a fact.
No, that's just your opinion.
Why do you make women sit around and talk about men in movies
When y'all easily just sit around and talk about boobs for hours.
How does that even work? How does that conversation even hold? Like, honestly, if I had to go ahead and sit around and then all they wanted to talk about tits and nipples for hours on end, I think that I would lose my mind and probably throw myself into the sewer. Don't ask me why, I would just do.
You automatically assume that you won't like TV or movies that star a female lead.
Why are you?
Okay, one, I've watched The Hunger Games, so you can throw that right out the door. Also, if I can go ahead and talk about, I'm not sure if this is in the same realm, but I watch like Steven Universe like a lot, and even though the main focus is on the boy in the story, it is a very even I know people are going like the fan base is gonna shoot me for this, but the show, even though I know that the characters have no gender, they are portrayed as women or female. Let me just say that they're portrayed as female. So you can't necessarily say that men don't like watching a movie that stars a lead female role. So
Why are you surprised when women are funny?
what?
I'm probably funnier than you.
Why do you think that we're obsessed with you when we hook up?
9 times out of 10, I just want you to leave too. I'm busy. I got shit to do.
And that is why you're forever single and you're always looking on Tinder to find your next victim.
Why can't I sleep with as many people as I want to without being judged?
I'm guessing that's a different point of view towards male and or female. Think of it like this. If you're a girl, you're slut shamed. Men, not as much, but to some people, we may be looked upon as man whores. So it somewhat evens out. It may not be a popular saying, I think, but it is. It is what it is.
When men do it, they're congratulated.
That is so true. Like, honestly, if I could give one example, it would probably be something like this. And I smashed! Yeah! So yeah, it is I could say that it is a fact that we are congratulated.
Do you consider a woman a tease if she doesn't sleep with you after 3 dates, but a slut if she sleeps with you on the first date?
In what world does no mean yes?
The world of rape.
No means no.
Why do you say that women are too emotional to be leaders?
Then justify catcalling by saying men just can't control themselves.
Men can't control themselves when they decide to go ahead and act and abuse women. Catcalling is verbal, so you can ignore that just like any other comment on the street. Thank you very much.
You think that just because you're nice to me, I owe you my body?
The last time I checked it, if I said a girl looked nice, she didn't have to only no ass. No, that never happened, and it never will happen unless she's easy like that, which I'm pretty sure that for all of you out there, please refrain from easy women because for all I know, you may die.
Did you ever send an unsolicited dick pic?
I like how she had to say unsolicited dick pic. I'm pretty sure that they would have to take something in order for that to go through. And what kind of transaction is a dick pic anyway? Why do I need to go ahead and show you what's down there? If you're that much into each other, you're gonna see it anyway. So I don't see why I gotta put that through my phone. And then by the time we break up, my dick pics all over Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, you name it. And then I'm gonna have people judging it. It's like, oh my gosh, look at how small that is. Yeah, no.
Why do you feel like it's okay to harass women or make offensive comments about women, but when somebody does it to your sister, it's not okay?
Because I have lived with somebody who shares my blood. And if I care for that sibling, of course I'm gonna find that's not okay. I'm pretty sure you've done this to people numerous times. So why are you bringing this up now?
Feel to interrupt me when I'm in the middle of making a point during a meeting.
Why do
This is the most ridiculous question I've ever heard. It says, why should you feel to interrupt me while I'm making a point during a meeting? You could do the same thing. That question, I can give an example like this.
What Marcus might be overlooking.
Shut your mouth, please. Okay.
Shut up!
Help.
Sure, it didn't have to happen that way, but men do it to women, women do it to men. Really? Really? This can't be real.
you have to sit with your legs so wide open?
I get that you have balls, but I don't stand around with my arms wide open to make room for my boobs.
This should have been the most basic thing you known since you were in high school. So, I'm gonna go ahead and give you a lesson from this anatomy book that states right here in page number, holy shit, I actually opened up to the right page. On page number whatever, of the male reproductive organ, stating that on number 16 in the diagram, number 16, we have a penis with balls and also, listen, I've been reading this book for as long as I can remember, since I was 5. And I took anatomy and physiology courses so I can understand. But for people who might not understand, this is some very basic things that doesn't even need to be explained in an anatomy and physiology class. Okay, since this individual probably doesn't understand, here let me go ahead and broaden her mind. Let me expand her mind a little bit. We have to open our legs in order to let our genitalia breathe, because after a while it gets hot and it gets sweaty down there. So we have to open our legs to ventilate, especially if we're wearing long pants that don't ventilate as easy. And on top of that, it also helps when we're sitting in a very difficult situation, if we may or may not be able to move, and we open our legs to shift in comfort. You guys have a ginormous thigh gap, so you guys don't have to worry about that. You guys got other problems of your own. I don't want to go into any of that, but still, this right here, we have to work about. You guys should know how us men do. Honestly, you've seen what happens when we get hit down there. It is completely and utterly painful. One shot down there, and we've just passed on to the afterlife. That's it. In the arms of the angel. What is this? Paid her an extra 50 cents just to do that on air.
Why are women perceived as the weaker sex, even though we literally birth you like watermelons through like this?
Oh my god. There is no weaker gender, there's no weaker race, there is no weaker anything. We all live on this world to coexist and survive, is how I view it. So, going ahead and saying, oh, women are a weaker race, oh, men are the weaker race, men are dominating this, complaints. Honestly, who's trying to be better than who? I don't see I really don't see the need for it, honestly. We're all here trying to coexist. We're all trying to live together as best as we can. So nobody here on this earth who also bleeds red on this earth is weak. Nobody. Nobody.
It's so bad to show your emotion.
That is so true. It is hard to show emotion. It is.
It means you're human.
Why?
I'll tell you at least a little bit of what I think that why most people can't show emotion. I think that the reason why some people can show emotion. Let's go ahead and say, okay, since this is targeted at men, why not go ahead and just say why men can't show much emotion? Let's say, okay, you don't usually see a man crying out in public. Why? Men aren't supposed to be seen as leaders, as a lot of people I hang around say. So you wouldn't see a man on the street just crying. I think the mentality is that when men are seen crying, where they are viewed as weak, and a lot of people don't want to be seen as weak, so you don't really show a lot of emotion outside your four walls. But think of it as this: I think that it is wrong to go ahead and say that a person is weak or a person is this or a person is that because they show emotion. We all are going through things in our life that is hard, and we sometimes need to figure out a way to cope with that. And also, we can't keep bottling things inside, because if we do, we'll somehow lash in a way that will affect other people. So showing emotion shouldn't be a problem. It shouldn't be something that should be shunned by society. Just like this lady said, it's what makes you human.
Why are you always trying to prove your masculinity?
I'm not trying to show anything. I'm not trying to show out, I'm trying to show in. I am here to be me, okay? Okay?
Why the isn't it ladylike to cuss? When did words get gendered?
No, words didn't get genders. I'm pretty sure that's just you thinking that. I mean, like, everybody tells everybody not to cuss. It's not only you.
Why is it your first instinct to doubt women who have been sexually violated or raped?
Okay, I got something to share about that. Nothing. Of course, a lot of people who are very active on YouTube, they know about the Toby Turner situation. How this one girl that was bitter at him for whatever happened in the relationship. I'm not really too sure, so I'm not going to go ahead and assume anything. But she went ahead and said a bunch of stuff saying that how she was raped, made a bunch of accusations against him, and then sooner or later, like his other exes came up to stand up and say that he would not force himself onto them. If they didn't want it, they didn't want it, and he'd been like, fine. So, you know, it's not that it's the first thing to doubt. There's always gonna be people that are gonna believe, because watch, it really affected Toby Turner's reputation. So say um there's a girl and she says that I was violated, I was raped, like, stuff like that. Now imagine this. That person has a friend and asks what's going on, tells her the same story, and then she says, okay, I believe you, I will go with you all the way. Now, you don't necessarily know if that person, even if it is your friend, you don't know if that person is lying or if they're telling the truth. And it all also plays into the situation that is at hand, whether or not, like, the most believable way you can say that person was abused or raped or beaten was that, oh, they ended up in a hospital, and you see. But if you see this person and you don't see no signs of, like, of having a melee or something, it's a hard thing to say. It's a hard thing to call. So there shouldn't be doubt. But then again, if this jumps higher and higher and higher, and is announced that, oh, this person did this, and it's not true, you now slandered that person's name. I'm hoping I'm using that word correctly. Slander, the definition for slander is the action or crime of making false spoken statement damaging to a person's reputation. And the verb for it is making false and damaging statements about someone. That is just a little something I just wanted to share with you guys and my view and how my views on that question is. So it's a tough thing. It's a tough thing to say because it was a he say she say type situation. So you don't necessarily know who to believe, who's lying, who's telling the truth. So yeah.
Why do you assume a woman's angry because she's on her period?
It's the most common thing that we know about creatures.
Why do you think women that wear makeup are false advertising? We can say the same thing about your dick size.
Oh my God, she didn't. Okay, okay, that is true. But I'll go ahead and talk about that false advertising though. If I met you and you had no makeup on, and I said, you know what? It's like I'd like to take you out. Let's go eat out. Let's go to a movie or something. Let's go out. And you say yes. And when I came to pick you up, you felt the need to wear makeup. That's fine because you know why? I knew what you looked like before you put the makeup on. Okay, it's the false advertising part of it. If I was looking on social media, Tinder, some type of dating site whatsoever, and the picture of you was you with a dump truck full of makeup on your face and a whole bunch of pictures with you with slim waist, pretty makeup done, everything. And then I said, "You want to meet up?" You said yes. Then I go ahead, I meet you, and you're like some kind of 700-pound dude that shows up on a wheelchair. This is what we mean by false advertising. But you had to go ahead and attack the dick size, really, really. So what if he's ashamed of, and so what if a man is ashamed of being 2.5 inches? If he decides to go ahead and roll up a bunch of socks and shoves them down his pants just to make the bulge in his knickers look bigger, by all means, do it, bruh. But I say be 100% honest, all natural. Okay, okay, au natural, but at least a little womanscaping or manscaping or however the hell you call shaving yourself. That I had to draw the line at there. But please, just be yourself.
Why isn't it weird that there's a bunch of old white men sitting in a room making legislation about what I can and can't do with my body?
Well, that is true. But then again, it's not only men. I mean, I literally watched a video where a woman said that girls couldn't get a scholarship if they weren't virgins. So that means you would have to get documentation showing that you were a virgin. That no, you are a virgin in order to get this money.
Do you have a coochie?
Why
No, I don't. The last time I checked, I had a dick.
are straight guys so obsessed with lesbians?
Girls are too. I mean, think about it. Lesbians? Hello? Come on, you can't be seriously telling me that guys are obsessed with lesbians.
Does it feel to get kicked in the balls?
Seriously? I feel like she's rubbing that question in. Like, how does it feel to get like it's a burden for us to have balls? If without these bad boys, you probably wouldn't exist.
Do you ever get tired of trying to be manly all the
I ever get trying to be manly? I never even tried to be manly. I don't think I've ever had tried. Tell you the truth, I don't have really much. Not really have much to show. I'm just here.
Why are you so afraid of gender equality?
Why do I deserve to be paid less than you?
In what world does 77 cents equal $1?
In what world does 68 cents equal $1?
How is that fair?
Why are you intimidated by a woman who makes more money than you?
I'm not. That just means more money.
That's awesome. More money. Why
Okay, actually made a very sensible comment. Hooray!
Why are opinionated women seen as bitches?
When opinionated men are seen as bosses.
It depends on how you act to your opinion. I mean, honestly, now in 2016, a man having an opinion is like, yeah. like so.
Why aren't you speaking up when you hear your male friends behind closed doors make jokes that are offensive to women?
Because it's not me. It's like that's them. I don't have nothing to say to them. Thanks for watching, guys. That was 36 questions women had for men by BuzzFeed Yellow. Be sure to like, share, and subscribe their videos. I'll leave the link down in the description down below to the original video and the channel. Thank you guys for watching. It means a lot. Took a lot of editing to put this together. And like always, good night. Get some sleep, get up, breakfast, whatever. Bye.